In April 2020, under its Zivo Lab project, TMG Research launched a video diaries initiative in Nairobi, Kenya. The initiative aimed to give Nairobi's food system actors a platform to share how they were experiencing and coping with the impacts of COVID-19 pandemic and the resultant government measures to curb the spread of the pandemic. 13 individuals participated in the initiative. They comprised residents of informal settlements, fresh food traders, and urban or peri-urban farmers. Each of the individuals was equipped with a smartphone. An audiovisual journalist accompanied the process and trained the contributors on how to use these smartphones to record and upload their materials. This video goes beyond the scene of the video diaries and shows what thoughts and methods were behind it. It also shares the participants' reflections on the experiences making the video diaries.
I represent Huruma Town Youth Group, which is located in Mathare.
My name is Sylvia Kuria from a farm known as Sylvia's Basket.
Naitwa Alex Sikina.
Na mimi ni mkulima.
John hapa. Kwa tukifanya hii kazi yetu ya transport ya kuendea chakula Kinango.
We implemented the project at the beginning of April when COVID-19 cases started to rise in Kenya, and the Kenyan government issued the lockdown of several metropolitan areas, including Nairobi. So the first phase of the project started in April and ran for 1 month, and the second phase of the project started in May, at the end of May, and ran for 3 months until August.
We worked with a broad spectrum of actors in the Video Diaries project. We had farmers, we had consumers, and we had traders. This was important because each category of actors experienced COVID-19 crisis differently. Yet, their perspectives were in one way or another related to each other. We started with the contacts of persons we had in Kagemi informal settlement, who then led us to contacting their neighbors who were willing to participate. On the other hand, we worked with organizations that are already working in urban agriculture. Mazingira Institute led us to Huruma Town Youth Group, whereas the African Population and Health Research Center led us to Mwangi Lifestyle CBO in Kayole.
In the very beginning, I organized the technical equipment for the collaborators, and also together with my colleague Dr. Kiragu we contacted potential collaborators using personal networks. So the collaborators, once they had received the phone, they would start recording on a daily basis video and audio materials. Those video and audio materials were automatically uploaded to the cloud-based system that we had installed on the phones previously. We would review continuously the recorded materials, and based on the materials we would write rough storylines, along which then Elijah would cut and edit the videos. Based on the transcriptions provided by Inviolata Lusweti and William Onura, I would then review the final transcriptions of the videos, as well as the transcriptions for the subtitles. And once I did that final revision, Elijah would then finalize with the final editing the videos. And once the videos were finalized, I then uploaded them on the Zebo Lab YouTube channel, and also link them to the Medium page where we describe the initiative a little bit more in detail and give also more background information on each of the collaborators.
It was wonderful because that already gave me a platform to get that courage of doing things which I didn't know before. So because as time goes by, we were now doing good photos and videos. So it is an excellent idea that has given me and other people a platform to learn more.
Sikuwa najua mambo kuhusu simu, na wakati ambapo nilifundishwa niliweza kushika na nikaanza kujifunza, na naona nikiendelea vizuri.
Sikuwa na feel shy wakati nilikuwa najirecord mwenyewe.
I've always hoped and prayed that one day I would get a platform where I can actually share my story and tell people what we are doing and how we are doing it. And this has been a wonderful platform for me. And also just to share, the journey of many other small-scale farmers and peri-urban farmers in Kenya. We've never had a chance to do it, and this has been a wonderful opportunity.
My high moments were especially during the reflection sessions where participants would share their experiences. I remember one participant, Elizabeth, talking about how she felt, like a journalist by doing the video diaries, participating in the video diaries, and that was really nice. My low moments were around the third week when we seemed to be running out of storylines. And the challenge was that the participants were repeating the same materials, and this made it difficult to develop new storylines.
I enjoyed most the very rich and insightful conversations that we had with the collaborators, and we worked together for a long period of time, over 5 months, and so we got to know each other, and actually we could follow in a very detailed manner how the situation would evolve for each of the collaborators.
Comparing the video diaries with other documentaries that we've done before, we were able to get authentic information from the participants because they were just recording themselves and posting the videos as they were.
Considering that the Video Diaries project started at a time when COVID-19 pandemic had hit the country, this methodology worked quite well. In our field, I know some of my colleagues who have been exposed to coronavirus because in the name of trying to get these stories, they expose themselves too much. But in our case, the situation was different. And we always say, there is no story that is worth someone's life. I must say that sometimes it was very tricky to edit some of these stories. As a producer, I could feel a bit limited when I'm doing my edits because maybe I don't have enough visuals, good sound and all that. I could also find a mix-up of ideas in some stories, and I think it's because the participants were maybe excited and they wanted to say everything in one clip, and at the end of the day, this made the production process a bit hectic.
We had to quickly adjust and see how to manage that challenge. We had the opportunity to visit some of the participants of the video diaries, and by visiting them in their contexts of work, helped me in particular to understand the background behind the stories that they were narrating.
During the first phase of the project, we would hand over the smartphones to the collaborators and basically just tell them to start recording and tell their stories. But then we soon realized that that would result sometimes in loose storylines. The second phase of the project, we slightly changed the methodology, and mostly via remote Zoom meetings and group discussions over Zoom, we would identify together with the collaborators specific topics they want to talk about.
I believe if we come together, we can champion this issue of food security, working together. But when you are alone, you can't make it.
When we tried to do different questions in the second phase of the project, it worked well. We realized that we were getting different responses and different materials altogether.
Wakati nilianza kufanya hii kazi, nilienda nikichukua kama ni picha, customer wananiambia sasa unatupeleka wapi wakati kama huu wa corona, watu walikuwa wanaogopa, wengine hawana mask.
Between working on the farm and coming to the shop to shoot videos has also been a bit of a challenge because of the time that we have to do, because I'm basically normally based on the farm because I'm working on production and making sure that we have enough produce for the shop.
They should reach many people because we have many farmers and the only thing that they don't have is information.
If we're giving a bit more time to think through the script, would actually have better quality videos.
It is a high time we take those documentations and use them for future planning and also implementing the new ways, models of curbing food insecurity.
it was completely new for me, and thus we also made mistakes along the way, which we then corrected, and we had many lessons learned, and also adapted the process accordingly along the way. So using a collaborative research method, the collaborator is in total control of the stories they want to tell. I think that's definitely an added value to the stories.
It's time now to prepare for the chicken.
In this video, we have shared our experiences in the making of the Nairobi COVID-19 video diaries. With the video diary collaborators, we reflect on the collaborative visual research method we employed, the challenges we encountered on the way to which we adapted, and together further developed the methodology. This methodology enabled the video diarists to take the lead in telling their stories on how COVID-19 affected their life and how they have been coping with their changing reality. They report that this initiative has given them a unique platform, allowing them to express themselves in their own words and images.